Peace, welcome back to Playbook FM. I'm Jay. We're back with part 6 of Creating a Legacy. If you've missed any of the previous episodes, I suggest you go back and take a look because we are about to jump right back in. So guys, today's episode is our very first official FA Cup match. We're about to play Dag Red away from home in the FA Cup proper. And then we played Dulwich Hamlet also away from home in the league. Since the last episode, we've just been a bit meh, really. I think that Hendon was the last episode, was it? And as you can see, we've had a loss, had a draw, and had a win. Hopefully, we can kind of take this, I don't know, decent form, considering in the past 5 games we've only lost 1. That's pretty positive in my book. So hopefully we can take this decent form into the Dag Red game and get through to the FA Cup second round. So the starting 11 for our very first game in the FA Cup proper. Surely that's worth a thumbs up on the video, guys. We have Max Bramley in goal, a back four of Ashley Harper, Jack Batton, Alex Hartridge and Connor Riley-Lowe. Harry plays the defensive midfield position with Tom Smith and Jordan Simpson ahead of him. We also have Awara Edwards, Ross Sturd and Ryan Brunt up front. Let's dive into the match. As you can see, we are playing the 4-3-3 shape in an attempt to just try and kind of capture some form. We played this in the last match, which we won 2-1. But I don't know, man. We're just really struggling to kind of clean things up at the back. I don't even know what to say to them. Just give the fans a good performance. So I'm hoping that this 4-3-3, or going back to the 4-3-3, sorry, will just capture a bit of form. In fact, I'm also going to... I should have done this before the match started, to be honest. But I'm going to start off in the playbook counter, the second version of the playbook counter, which is a little bit more disciplined than the tiki-taka system. We do seem to be a bit better defensively when we play the counter-attacking system, and we do let Dag Red in for a one-on-one with the keeper, but Bramley does manage to scurry the ball away, and we're 2 minutes into the match, and it already feels as if we've played like a full half. And I'm not too sure if that's because Dag Red have kind of just been having a go at us this match so far, but that is no good. That is no good at all. We do have to kind of be doing better. Possession-wise, we're there or thereabouts so far, but we're just clearly not getting anything on the end of it. And I think that's probably to do with the fact that we are playing this counter-attacking system. We're 30 minutes in without a single shot. No, that can't go on. It can't go on. I'm going to have to go back to the tiki-taka system. In the last match, we played between the two, to be fair. We started out in the tiki-taka, got a goal, they equalised, and then we got another goal. Once we scored the winner, we just kind of dropped back to the counter-attacking system. And Alex Bramley there with, I think, the save. But we have a free kick in an extremely dangerous position. Ryan Brunt steps up. It bounces off the wall. Awara Edwards takes the rebound but hits it straight off the crossbar. And I can't believe that we were denied a wonderful goal there. But Harry plays in the corner. Ryan Brunt is the first to get a head on it, but it does end up in the Dag Red goalkeeper's hands. And it seems as if we're going into half-time 0-0, which isn't too bad. Dag Red are in the league above us, so it's our first opportunity to take a look at the National League, just the National League competition. And, so far we're playing with them. We're there or thereabouts. It's not as if they've completely dominated this match. Since we've gone back to the tiki-taka, we're getting shots, and Simpson there heads the ball clear, but it lands with Dag Red, who swing across in towards the front post, and we're 1-0 down. Just as I was mentioning that we're not playing bad, we go and concede. It's literally the commentator's curse every single time. And as you see, we don't clear the ball with the header. It comes back into the 6-yard box. There's absolutely nobody marking the striker there, and you leave a striker and mark that close to the goal, they're going to score every time. Absolutely every time. So we are going to demand more from the lads and score a little bit more positive. I mean, I'm not too upset if we do not manage to get a result here in this match, because the board only wanted us to get to the 4th qualifying round. It'd be nice to get a bit deeper into the cup because of the cash incentives. We are trying to get more money into the club, especially considering that we're failing at staying within our wage budget. We are £400 over wage budget. I've got Frankie Arturs on the transfer list. His wages are £300 a week. So if we can shift him on, that takes care of 3/4 of it. But at the same time, he's in pretty good form. So funnily enough, we could do with keeping him around. But we are going to take off Tom... No, we're not going to take off Tom Smith, actually. Jordan Simpson's been playing absolutely awful. I'm going to bring on Frankie Arturs because, as I said, he has been in form. And hopefully he can carry that form over. We're also going to take off Connor Riley-Lowe because he is playing shocking. A 6.1 rating is absolutely terrible. I'm just going to encourage the lads, and hopefully that will spark some kind of creativity in them. I'm not too sure it will, though. I don't have much faith. However, Bramley plays the ball up onto the right wing for Edwards. Edwards can just about keep it in, but is hoofed forward to Dagenham and... Is it Redgrave? Is that what Red stands for? Can't remember. But Dagenham Red striker. Redbridge. There we go. And he misses the opportunity. But with 85 minutes in, I think that this is going to go down as a loss. But like I said, we exceeded expectations set out to us by the board. So we can't be too upset. We did only lose 1-0, and the stats were... we can live with that. Can't fault your effort at all. Right, let's move on to the Dulwich game. So a few changes from the FA Cup game against Dag Red. As you can see, I've also tweaked I was going to say 1 or 2, but literally just one of the player instructions, and that is I've changed Awara Edwards to a winger on attack, which is his more natural position. I'm also going to make Ryan Brunt a target man and support, which is his more natural position. And then hopefully that can kind of spark something up front between those two. However, the starting 11 for this match against Dulwich Hamlet is Max Bramley in goal. Back four of Ashley Harper, Jack Batten, Alex Hartridge and Dan Ball. Harry starts at the defensive midfield position with Tom Richards, Frankie Arturs ahead of him. We have Awara Edwards, Ross Stern and Ryan Brunt completing the front three. Let's dive into the match. Right, this should be a pretty tough game, in all honesty. So I really don't know how to motivate the lads in these kind of fixtures. And as you can see, they're playing a pretty attacking system. With 4 in the final third. But already they're looking a little bit frustrated. So we're just gonna get creative, inspire the lads, fire them up a little bit. But we do start with a Dulwich throw-in, which leads to a Dulwich goal. And after all that getting them fired up, we concede. So let's take a look. Connors makes the throw-in. It gets back to the guy who threw the ball in. And we just kind of... I'm not too sure who that is at the back there, but he's literally just misjudged the flight path of the ball and ended up leaving a wide open header. And Dulwich are in behind again here. And we make a last-ditch tackle to prevent a one-on-one. But they do have a corner. And as you saw, we're not the best at defending balls over the top. I am going to change back to the counter-attacking system. But we are going to play unbalanced and just kind of see if we can fashion a way back into this match. We are starting to drift back from that top half kind of position. So it's 22 teams in this division, so 11th is where we want to be finishing at the very least. As things stand, we are 4 points behind Wealdstone, who are in 11th place, and Dan Ball is giving away a penalty there. What in the world is going on? And Max Bramley could make himself a hero right here, and he doesn't. Noah Chilvers gets his seventh goal of the season with a penalty that was literally just right down the middle of the goal. I can't believe how this is turning out. I did have some not high expectations, but I thought we could have taken the game to Dulwich here today. But clearly we're not quite there yet. There's still a lot to figure out. I thought that the shape was working, especially after the Dag Red game. We didn't play too badly, but my word, we're just not that good at the moment. We could really do with getting a couple of just a couple of players in all positions. Really, I think all positions need freshening up a little bit because we're not getting goals from strikers. Other than Owara Edwards, that's the only place we're really kind of getting goals from. And did I say I'm happy with that performance? I did. Right, I need to start talking whilst I'm doing team talks because that just seems to throw everything out of whack. Right, I'm going to take you off and bring Jordan Simpson on. Sorry about that, guys. We are going to demand more from them. Let's go positive. And since we've changed back to the counter-attacking system, we're not getting that many highlights. However, we do have a highlight here now, and Dulwich do start with a throw-in, which is where they scored their first goal from. But Owara Edwards there, he does just clear the ball to safety, and we get a chance to kind of regroup and reset. And the ball ends up with Brunt, who plays it back to Edwards. Edwards goes for a bit of a run, has Harper overlapping, plays it back to Richards, who finds Edwards. Ryan Brunt there looking for somebody, finds Harper. Harry to Richards, to Harper, back to Harry, and we're just knocking around the ball. When we play like this, it's wonderful to see, but we're not getting anything at the end of it. Edwards now with a chance to cross. He gets the ball taken away from him, but Richards wins the ball in a dangerous position, shoots and hits the crossbar. Oh my goodness. And this is what I mean, we show glimpses of quality, but then it's just so fleeting. Because we'll go and just like concede the absolute dumbest of goals now. I'm going to swap these two around and then bring on... I don't even have Andy Watkins on the bench. I was going to bring Andy Watkins on to that right wing position. However, I haven't put him on the bench. Wow, what a monumental failure of a match this is. And Edwards there manages to get ahead on it. And we've got a route back into this match here. Owara Edwards... It's a good thing I didn't take him off. It was written in the stars for us to not have Andy Watkins on the bench. Because if we did, Edwards wouldn't have scored that goal there. And it's a wonderful cross from Harper. He finds Edwards, who splits the defenders and gets ahead on it. And we are just one goal down now. If we go very attacking for the last minute, show some passion, let's try and fire them up. Let's find something. We can get a result here, surely. And as the time winds down, FM20 tells me, no, you can't get a result here. However, we were the underdogs, so I'll not be too harsh on the lads. I'm going to call it time on this episode. Join me tomorrow for the next episode, which will probably be close to January somewhere. And also look out for a quick bit of housekeeping at the start of the next episode. Just a couple of announcements. Right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, made it this far, please leave a thumbs up, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.